our morning praying. I'm standing over here just because the light is I can't see anybody. So, all right, let's go ahead and begin. Holy sh. Okay, let's take a breath in to just settle our nerves a little bit and and enjoy this moment. So, in this wonderful moment of joyful laughter and fun and coming together, I recognize this one presence, this one power right here, right now, and I know it is love. And it is the love that flows in life, as life, through life, and it flows through each of us in the same way. And I know that it is everywhere present at all times, and I know that each one of us are of it. It is whole, it's perfect, it's completeness. It is everything that we are, the very breath that breathed life into us. So I would like to take this time to bless this service, to bless all that brought it forward to today, all the planning, all the preparation, all the questions, everything that needs to be done to bring this truth live to all the people who will be here today, people listening, people online. I know that everybody put their part into it today is blessed, and we are grateful for all that it has done. I know that this is a beautiful service that honors the truth of life and the truth of who each of us is. I know that it unfolds with ease and grace, everything just in perfect order and balance, just embraced in the chalice of love. So I know this to be good. And as I say, this is the time to enter the word that we have for the highest and best for this service. So enter your word now. Love. And that means we're set to go. And so I give great thanks for this. I give great thanks from the deepest part of my heart, knowing that it is done. It is done as we believe. It is done with joy. And I know together we say, and so it is.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you. This is our first pre-service meditation of this new year, and I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you for joining me live and online. A lot of us have been reading The Science of Mind in a year. We just started that, and it's very interesting that Ernest Holmes, the founder of this practice, had his ideas about meditation, and this was one of the readings from Tuesday. What he says about meditation: it is not claimed that there's any occult power in these words, but that the words similar to these are effective in inducing a greater realization in life. First, decide which meditation you wish to use, then become quiet and composed. Then carefully read the meditation several times, phrase by phrase, endeavoring to realize the meaning of the words and trying to enter into an atmosphere of the thought. And after having done this, meditate upon these words, following the meditation until you feel a sense of realization. So I'll read that meditation for you, very short, but several times today for you to contemplate. And this meditation is entitled, "Come and Let Me Heal You." Find yourself in a relaxed position, soften your eyes, or close your eyes if you're comfortable, and allow your thoughts to fill with these words. Come and I will heal you. The inner power of life within me is God, and God has all power. I will heal and help all who come to me. I know that the realization of life and love within me heals all who come into its presence. I silently bless all who enter my atmosphere. It is not I, but the Father who dwells in me. He does the works. I heal all who come near me. keep us centered. Come and I will heal you. The inner power of life within me is spirit, and spirit has all power. I will heal and help all who come to me. I know that the realization of life and love within me heals all who come into its presence. I silently bless all who enter my atmosphere. It is not I, but the Father who dwells in me. He doeth the works. I heal all who come near me. In case your mind has wandered, hear these words again. Come and I will heal you. The inner power of life within me is divine presence, and divine presence has all power. I will heal and help all who come to me. I know that the realization of life and love within me heals all who come into its presence. I silently bless all who enter my atmosphere. It is not I, but divine presence that dwells within me. That's where the work is done. I heal all who come near me. I know that the realization of life and love within me heals all who come into its presence. I silently bless all who enter its atmosphere. It is not I, but divine presence that dwells in me. That's where the work is done. I heal all who come near me. And find yourself in awareness now of your surroundings. The energy of the room you're in, the chair you're seated in. Begin to flutter your eyes, maybe open them and wiggle your fingers and toes. Coming back into the present moment. Thank you for joining me today for the pre-service meditation. Namaste.
Good morning, beloved New Vision community. Please silence your cell phones and quiet anything that might distract from this moment. Let's turn our attention to these invitations. We are so glad you are here.
Well, good morning. Frank Smith here in the NVC newsroom, and welcome to the new year, where as the calendar page turns, we see new possibilities appearing before our very eyes. So stay with us now as we step into what's next with our hearts open and curiosity intact. And speaking of curiosity, let's find out what our Nancy Yeaman's roving reporter is up to. Nancy?
Hi, Frank. Happy New Year from New Vision Center. Personal fitness may be a goal for you in 2026. At NVC, we support your spiritual fitness. Whew. There's a lot of opportunities in NVC to enhance your spiritual fitness. Hey, Frank, let's roll that tape. At New Vision Center, we hear a lot about daily, substantial spiritual practice. One of those practices is meditation. You're invited to come to the Meditation 101 workshop led by Dr. Ralph Potter on Sunday, January 11th at 12 noon in the Grace Chapel. Another powerful opportunity to improve your spiritual well-being is the Foundations of the Science of Mind and Spirit class that begins January 6th. It's a wonderful opportunity to experience Reverend Karen Einhaus's transformative course that will bring clarity, connection, and joy to your life. The details are on our website, newvisioncsl.org. You can also get a great weekly spiritual boost with the Midweek Spiritual Connection every Wednesday evening. There are great topics. Again, check the newvisioncsl.org website for all the information. And always know that we're here to support you at New Vision Center. Please reach out to the practitioner corps and the congregant care team. They're always here to support you. Let's make 2026 a year of spiritual uplift and connection. Go to newvisioncsl.org for all the great activities and classes that are happening. Happy New Year. Back to you, Frank.
Thank you, Nancy. And to add to what Nancy just said, significant daily spiritual practices do not require grand gestures, just consistency. It could be meditation, perhaps yoga or Tai Chi. Some people like vision boards. In my case, I just like a simple walk in the neighborhood with Rex. But most importantly, it's about doing what works for you. So tend to that practice. And tomorrow you may just find the world meeting you with just a little more clarity than it did today. Be well, my friends.
Live on the scene, it's Maureen Garrity, roving reporter, with some breaking news. Okay, this just in. Our outreach team is gathering next Sunday, January 11th at 11:30 in room 3 of the Education Building. If you've ever wondered how to show up in meaningful ways beyond these walls, this is your chance to check it out. Curiosity is welcome. Open hearts are encouraged. That's next Sunday. Don't miss it. In a developing story, coming up this Wednesday night, Reverend Lezli is asking a powerful question. What is diversity really? So you ever wonder what that truly means? Beyond the buzzwords, tune in Wednesday night for insight, depth, and maybe a few eye-opening moments. No registration needed, just come on down. Okay, I have an urgent community alert. Yeah, so we are not retiring our New Vision elves just yet. Today is the day to take down the holiday decorations, and the president of our leadership council, Nancy Harkins, is leading this effort. Look at Nancy, stand up right there. You come see her afterwards. Many hands make light work, and so that is an urgent community alert. Please see Nancy directly after service.
And finally, we have a celebration bulletin. If you have a January birthday, we want to wish you a happy birthday, so please stand. All January birthdays, please stand. Today is your birthday! Nice. And that's the news live from New Vision, where community is alive, service is happening, and joy is always breaking out. That's it for me. It's time for our regularly scheduled community song. Please stand if you're able.
One in the one, 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 one in the one. We are one in the one. The dawn of a new day has begun. Until we return to the sun, we are one in the one. We are one in the one. The dawn of a new day has begun. Until we return to the sun, we are one in the one. Let's chant it out. One in the one, 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 one in the one. We are one in the one. The dawn of a new day has begun. Until we return to the sun, we are one in the one. We are one in the one. The dawn of a new day has begun. Until we return to the sun, we are one in the one. One in the one, in the one. We are one in the one. The dawn of a new day has begun. Until we return to the sun, we are one in the one. Let's chant together. One in the one, one in the one, one in the one, one in the one, one in the one. One in the one, 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 one in the one.
Good morning, New Vision Center. And Happy New Year. Since we've last been together, so many things have happened. There's been unfoldments in the world and unfoldments in our individual lives. And you're going to find that there are unfoldments here at New Vision Center. In the service today, you might notice a couple of shifts and changes. That's because our annual theme this year is Open at the Top, which is how Ernest Holmes talked about staying open and aware and available for new opportunities, new ideas, new things. And so we're taking advantage of that to shift around our order of service a little bit. One that I'm sure you will notice is that we are not going to have 2 closing songs anymore in the service. We're just going to have the one. So if you are someone who loves the peace song, let's take a breath and talk about where we're going to put it instead, which is in the rotation of the community song. So we just sang One and the One together. Next month in February, the community song will be the peace song, and it will rotate through. So if it's your favorite, I promise we didn't take it away. We just moved it around. Are we going to be okay? Excellent. Thank you for your trust in Reverend Karen and myself to always make a decision that serves the community. And one of our goals was to not have services that ended at 11:27 anymore. Because I get hungry. Do y'all get hungry? Beautiful. Well, let's open this service up together the way we do here at New Vision Center, which is that each one of us, including the beloveds online, we just take a breath. We listen to the gong. We do the chanting. We hear our prayer, and then we are open to begin. Shall we start? Let's do it.
In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am. Come on home, return, return. Come on home, return, return. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, is the I am. In the innermost chamber of the Most High is the I am, I am.
And it is in this holy chamber where I recognize one presence, one power, one life, one love. And it is that indwelling divine essence that is in every aspect of life, everywhere present, always and in all ways. I know it as that breath of life that is in every conversation, every conflict, every tear of joy, every tear of sadness, every breath we take. And I know this is a benevolent essence, a kind essence, filled with love and joy, abundance, unity, harmony, wholeness, freedom, and peace. And I know I am one with this indwelling spirit as it created me. And as it created me, it created each one here today, each one attending via live stream, each one that hears the vibration or feels the vibration of these words, each one, that divine spark of consciousness, that light and love, that truth in action. And so I celebrate this truth today in this service. Through this service, we celebrate this truth, knowing that each one, as that light and love, is individually expressed, knowing the truth of who we are as we see this reflected in our world brothers and sisters. We know this truth from the very deepest part of our souls. And so I bless the celebration today of this truth. I bless the songs, the words, the music, all that brought it together, knowing that each one hears, feels exactly what they need, what they want, what their desires are. I know that this is good. I know that all of it flows with ease and grace, with love and joy. And I'm so deeply grateful for all of this, for all of it from the deepest part of my heart. As I release this into the law, knowing it is done as we believe. Sweet Spirit always says yes, so therefore I let go and let God. And with abounding joy, together we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is. Oh, beloveds, feel this moment. Feel this moment that we have all together created, each and every one of us here in the sanctuary, on our online community, how we have made ourselves available to be here, to feel that shift. Wasn't that amazing? I am so grateful to be here with each and every one of you, those who are here almost every Sunday, those who are here for the first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Reverend Karen Einhaus. I'm the spiritual leader of this organization, and it is humbling to see each and every one of you, to feel the call to be open at the top, to discover something new. That is what we are coming together here. We like to start our service with acknowledging that we are welcoming everyone right where they are. So wherever you are on your spiritual journey, whatever brought you here, if you were pulled or pushed, you are welcome here. And we are an organization that really, really values vision and mission. And we say it every Sunday. We bring it forth every Sunday, but we want everyone to know that everything we do here is based in these intentions. So will you read them together with me? Our vision is revealing the power of love. And how do we do that? Well, our mission statement gives us a little bit of an idea. And let's read that together. We teach spiritual living, we live spiritual teaching. And when we bring those together, miraculous things are happening. Worlds are opening up for us. And to tell us a little bit more about one of those opportunities, I would like to invite Dr. Rolf Potter to the platform.
Thank you. Meditation is one of those practices for science of mind that I hold dear. It's a way to express and to be in touch with spirit, and there's an opportunity for that. And there's lots of things that people maybe don't know about meditation. And do you know what the best type of meditation is? It's the one that you actually do. Now, so I am bringing a workshop next Sunday at noon after service into the chapel, and you'll get to explore 9 different types of meditation. So hopefully you'll find the one that resonates with you. It's fun, entertaining, and if you get your registration in by tomorrow at midnight, your name will be on your free journal that you get. Ooh. So please come and join us. They're not letting me bring my monkey into the chapel, so keep yours at home as well. Thank you.
And for those of you who have paid great attention and said, wait a minute, isn't there an outreach team meeting next Sunday? Yes. So the way we're going to do it, the outreach team meeting is at 11:30. And then you can stay in the outreach meeting for the first half an hour, and then we can make our way over to Rolf Potter's workshop. Thank you so much. It is the first of the year. We have been feeling this energy of newness, and I have noticed quite a few new folks here in the sanctuary. We want to let you know that you are welcome here. We honor you. We are appreciating that you're spending part of your morning with us. After the service, I will be out in the lobby. I have a welcome package and a little gift for you. And we always make space in our service to welcome each new person here right now. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you if you're willing to stand and be applauded and welcomed. And that's how we do it. Here in the sanctuary, online, if you're new, please rise and we will acknowledge you. Thank you for those of you who stood. For those who didn't stand, we know that we are all connected in the place where we are one, and we welcome you here just as well. Stop by at the table in the lobby, and I'll be glad to connect with you. For our reading today, we are going to have a little longer reading, so get comfortable. It is actually the origin story of the Potawatomi Nation. And this wonderful book that we are going to lean into throughout the months of January, Braiding Sweetgrass, Ralph Wall Kimmerer is the author. And she's sharing this story that is adapted from oral transition. It is titled Sky Woman Falling. She fell like a maple seed pirouetting on an autumn breeze. A column of light streamed from a hole in the sky world, marking her path where only darkness had been before. It took her a long time to fall. In fear, or maybe hope, she clutched a bundle tightly in her hand. Hurling downward, she saw only dark water below. But in the emptiness, there were many eyes gazing up at the sudden shaft of light. they saw there a small object, a mere dust mote in the beam. As it grew closer, they could see that it was a woman, arms outstretched, long black hair billowing behind her as she spiraled towards them. The geese nodded at one another and rose together from the water in a wave of geese music. She felt the beat of their wings as they flew beneath to break her fall. Far from the only home she had ever known, she caught her breath at the warm embrace of soft feathers as they gently carried her downward. And so it began. The geese could not hold the woman above the water for much longer, so they called a council to decide what to do. Resting on their wings, she saw them all gather, loons, otters, swans, beavers, fish of all kind. The great turtle floated in the middle and offered his back for her to rest upon. Gratefully, she stepped from the goose wings onto the dome of his shell. The others understood that she needed land for her home and discussed how they might serve her need. The deep divers among them had heard of mud at the bottom of the water and agreed to go and find some. Loon dove first, but the distance was too far, and after a long while, he surfaced with nothing to show for his efforts. One by one, the other animals offered to help, otter, beaver, sturgeon, but the depth, the darkness, and the pressures were too great for even the strongest of swimmers. They returned, gasping for air, with their heads ringing. Some did not return at all. Soon, only little muskrat was left, the weakest diver of all. He volunteered to go while the others looked on doubtfully. His small legs flailed as he worked his way downward, and he was gone a very long time. They waited and waited for his return, fearing the worst for their relative, and before long, a stream of bubbles rose with the small, limp body of the muskrat. He had given his life to aid this helpless human. But then the other noticed that his paw was tightly clenched, and when they opened it, there was a small handful of mud. Turtle said, "Here, put it on my back, and I will hold it." Sky Woman bent and spread the mud with her hands across the shell of the turtle. Moved by the extraordinary gift of the animals, she sang in thanksgiving and then began to dance, her feet caressing the earth. The land grew and grew as she danced her thanks, from the dab of mud on Turtle's back until the whole earth was made. Not by Sky Woman alone, but from the alchemy of all the animals' gifts, coupled with her deep gratitude. Together they formed what we now know today as Turtle Island, our home. Like any good guest, Sky Woman had not come empty-handed. The bundle was still clutched in her hand. When she toppled from the hole in the sky world, she had reached out to grab onto the tree of life that grew there. In her grasp were branches, fruits and seeds of all kinds. These she scattered onto the new ground and carefully tended each one until the world turned from brown to green. Sunlight streamed through the hole from the sky world, allowing the seeds to flourish. Wild grasses, flowers, trees, and medicines spread everywhere. And now that the animals too had plenty to eat, many came to live with her on Turtle Island. Just giving a moment. we are so very blessed here at New Vision Center by an amazing music ministry and wonderful featured artists. And today, one of our own is featured. It is our beloved Mark Arnold. Please help me welcome him.
There's a power within, a force that shapes your life. Creation begins with the thoughts in your mind. Realize your truth, open your eyes to see. Your world is made by you. You cause it to be. It is done as you believe. It's the words you speak that make it so. It's up to you to plant the seed. It's the thoughts you think that make it grow. It is done unto you as you believe. Vision of your desire. You don't have to figure out how. Your actions will be inspired. You just have to stay in the now. Your vibration draws into you. What you focus on expands. Your dreams can all come true. The power is in your hands. It is done as you believe. It's the words you speak that make it so. It's up to you to plant the seed. It's the thoughts you think that make it grow. It is done unto you as you believe. Seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall receive. Create by default or design. It's all as you believe. It is done as you believe. It's the words you speak that make it so. It's up to you to plant the seed. It's the thoughts you think that make it grow. It is done as you believe. It's the words you speak that make it so. It's up to you to plant the seed. It's the thoughts you think that make it grow. It is done unto you. It is done unto you. It is done unto you as you believe. Done as you believe.
My message today is called Divine Mind and Maple Sugar. When I told my husband that was the title, he said, "What?" Fair. But the story of it all starts with our new annual theme, Open at the Top. And what we're doing with this theme, it is the entire CSL annual theme. And it is reminding us as individuals, as communities, that yes, we love our Ernest Holmes, new friends. Ernest Holmes is the founder of this teaching, and he wrote approximately 900,000 books. Might be a slight exaggeration. But he was fond of saying, and he said it often, that we need to stay open at the top. We need to stay open to new perspectives, new ideas, new teachers, new ways to look at things. And so for our January theme, we tend to talk about the basics of science of mind. And we're doing that again this time, but we're looking at it in a fun new lens of looking through indigenous traditions of people who believe things similar to us. How can we take these teachings even deeper? How can we find a more fresh, more enlivened way to view the basics of science of mind? So we're going to start with chapter 1 of the Science of Mind textbook, which is the thing itself. What is the thing itself? The divine mind. Through the lens of the Potawatomi people and how they look at the world. This delicious book, Braiding Sweetgrass, if you haven't played with it yet, we are doing a book study starting in the middle of the month. If what we're talking about over these next couple weeks inspire you, interest you, come play with us in the book study. The thing itself, the divine mind, what is that? Well, there is a divine mind, and we are all part of it. And we have a slide that you might remember if you've been around for a while about the divine mind, where I jokingly made it a brain, but the mind that encompasses all things, that which made everything and is in and through and as all beings. It can't be pinned down to one point, but I put it in a circle because that's how charts work. And then you notice all the little beloved people around the circle, and our heads are in the one mind, because the mind that we think with is our use of that one mind, meaning we're all one. We're all one. We're individualized into unique people, but we're all part of that simple oneness that includes all beings. Because of this, we have access to everything we could ever need to know. Everything we could ever need to know, because it's all in the one mind, right? Everything that's ever been thought, everything that's ever been studied, everything that's ever been talked about, the wisdom of the ages is available to us. The thing is, we don't like to listen to it. It shows up on the inside of us as what we like to call the still small voice. That urging on the inside of you, you familiar with what I'm talking about? That whispers silently on the inside of our hearts telling us, go to the outreach meeting. Join the book study. Call that friend you've been thinking about but haven't reached out to. Those little whispers on the inside of us. And we have a tendency to say, well, that's just what I want. That's not anything special. But what if we were to tell you that that whisper on the inside of you is divine mind, is spirit itself, calling you into your greatest next expression? We call that intuition. Now, I know culture has a lot of things that they talk about intuition. It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. Where do you think that hunch is coming from, friend? It's the divine mind on the inside of us. Now, this is a very basic tenet of science of mind. We might call it thing one, the first thing you learn. When people are struggling, I often ask them, well, what is the one thing you know for sure? Like, what is at the heart of your understanding and belief about the world? And I will tell them, I know mine. Mine is God is all there is, and God is only love. Man, I say that a lot of times. You guys have heard me say that a lot of times. God is all there is, and God is only love. God is all there is the same thing as saying divine mind is the oneness. It's right there for us all the time if we listen. If we listen. Part of this infinite one mind is the thing that we call the law of mind, which is the mechanism that takes our thoughts and beliefs, like in the song, takes our thoughts and beliefs and our words and our intentions and our feelings and presses that into the mold that we have been wishing for and brings it into fruition. It's why the people you know who are pretty positive and always looking for fresh things tend to have fresh and exciting things happening in their life. And it is why people who struggle with that peace sometimes struggle with bringing the freshness in. And it's why we teach about things like affirmations and spiritual mind treatment, our form of affirmative prayer, to help us align more beautifully what we wish to see in the world, to press it into the law so we get to live that way. Classic, basic foundations, class 1, right? And we love it. We love it. There's nothing more powerful than going back to the basics. The first thing I would always encourage you to do if you're struggling is go back to that very core principle. What do I know for sure? And build back from there. The one mind is always right there for us. It conspires for our good. Have you heard us say the universe conspires for our good? That's the one mind working through the law. It literally rearranges the molecules of the manifest universe to align what we want and need. You doubt me? I'm so glad you did. How many times have you had a synchronicity happen? You think, I really need someone to help me figure out what to do with my yard, and the next person you meet is a landscape architect. How many times have you thought, I'm so tired of not getting along with my cousin. I wish she would just call and say she's sorry. And the phone rings. That's the universe, the divine mind conspiring for our good. That's how things align for us. And conveniently, the divine mind is in everyone and knows everyone's heart and is also speaking to everyone, so can literally gather the information, the resources, the people, the circumstances needed to bring you what you seek and line it all up for you. And even better than that, should you take a step off that path, it will move all the stepping stones to where you are and set you right back on it. That is the heart of what we're teaching in Science of Mind. That's what we're talking about when we say God, Spirit, the universe, the beloved, the divine one, sweet Spirit. That's what we're talking about. And it talks about it in the first chapter of the Science of Mind book. Ernest Holmes said this, among many things. He said, the mind which we discover within us is the mind that governs everything. This is the thing itself. And we should recognize its simplicity. Y'all, we make it too hard. Recognize the simplicity of leaning into the good and watching it come to us. I could be done now. But I have this great book to reference. So I, too, am going to share a story with you. It's from the Potawatomi people. And their legend says that they learned to make maple sugar and maple syrup from squirrels. Late in winter, when the nuts are depleted and the squirrels are hungry, but it started just a bit to warm up, the sap starts flowing in maple trees. It still looks barren and frozen. But the squirrels, they're innovative. They climb up into the maple trees and they nibble on the bark until the sap runs, and then they drink it. They lick the sap and they drink it. But the real prize comes the next morning. After the freeze and the thawing again, the maple sap crystallizes into maple sugar, and the squirrels get their treat. Sugaring is a practice of patience. The Potawatomi people learned to hammer little sprues into the trunks of the maple tree, and the sprues are little tubes that allow the sap to run into the buckets that they would leave below, which we see here. It's still the way it's done today. Even industrially, when you eat that maple syrup on your pancakes or waffles, this is how it's done. It only happens in that perfect little moment when it's still cold enough for the sap to be, the sap is warmer and it runs out of the tree, but it has to be warm enough for the sap to flow. There's this magic couple of weeks that the squirrels knew, and the Potawatomi people watched them, and then they tasted that sugar and they said, aha, we want that. It's between 35 and 45 degrees is the magic temperature. So the Potawatomi people started using buckets and gathering the sap, and they would pour it all into one giant bucket, and leave it overnight. And each night, the freeze would hit again, and the water would rise to the top and freeze, and they would take that giant piece of ice off day after day until they had maple syrup. And that is how we all got our delicious pancakes, thanks to our friends the squirrels. The Potawatomi people are native to the areas around Lake Michigan. That is their ancestral homeland. And they, like us, believe that all people are one. But they take it to where Ernest takes it, which is usually deeper than where we take it, to all beings are one. All natural-made objects are one. It's all one thing. Now, this is what Ernest Holmes believes, but I don't know that it necessarily shakes out that way in the way we teach it so very well. But the squirrels are part of the Potawatomi Nation, just as Turtle, which became Turtle Island, which is to this day what they call North America. The beavers and the loons, everything is a part of the oneness, including their homes. So think about it for a moment. What would it be like? What would it be like to treat every animal, down to the teeny tiniest insect, every natural thing, down to the teeny tiniest weed, as a member of your family, as one that is yours to tend, to care for, to practice compassion and respect around? Part of the reason the Indigenous Americans and the settlers had such conflict is because the Indigenous people didn't have any idea of ownership of land or animals. You can't own your family. That's not a thing in their culture. Think about how different that is to walk out that same basic belief to such a deep level. The divine mind operated for the Potawatomi through that synchronicity when they thought, let's find something delightful to eat. And the synchronicity of the squirrels sharing their wisdom and the people noticing and learning and creating and sharing and passing down that wisdom to their ancestors and to us. The divine mind supports literally all with that same wisdom. It's a synchronicity that the squirrels figured that out, those delightful little creatures. It truly is all of creation, all of it. And so we open up to this idea of conscious awareness of our oneness with all beingness, not with all people. I mean, yes, with all people, but not only with all people. With the animals you see in the wild, just as much as the beloved pets in our homes. With the little ants and mosquitoes who do such work in our world. To the earthworms that allow cultivation of plants. Truly, plants cannot grow without the animals that dig through and aerate the soil. Or the little insects that help things decompose, which then feeds the soil, which then feeds the plants. Every one of us has our beloved role. And as humans, it is our calling to be a part of that cycle. Where are we being a part of allowing things to fall away, that decomposition of exercises and ideas and organizations and relationships? Where are we a part of breathing life into the new? Are we, for instance, paying attention to the environment, to the degradation of the waterways that might make it impossible for some of our relatives to live, those who specifically live in the water? Just take a moment and ponder what it would be like to live as if a fish that doesn't have a freshwater home that is clean and safe is as important as if our friend doesn't have a home that's clean and safe. As the apex species in this particular snapshot of world development, the Potawatomi believe that it is our job, our responsibility, more than any other animal, to be a place of healing for the earth itself. And for me, that's a walking out of this belief of oneness, to the highest and deepest level. It makes me think of Nancy, our Leadership Council president, and her dream of a garden here on campus that grows food for anyone who wants it, of a literal edible landscape. Yes, it will feed humans, and won't that be wonderful and delightful? And it will also be a home for those natural beings that live on those plants, that live in those plants, that help things decompose that must decompose and feed the soil for the next round. The law will always rearrange the manifest to make a way. The important thing to remember is that we are part of the manifest world. Sometimes we can lean into the, well, God will figure it out, God will find a way. But what if we are the way? If the universe is rearranging all the molecules of the manifest world to create a path for the highest good, and we are of those molecules, perhaps our yes is part of the universe making a way. Are we open at the top enough to be guided into that role? Are we open enough to partner with life to support all who live on Turtle Island and Turtle Island itself? And so the invitation is to think about these ideas. How can I make gentle choices? How can I be a part of the oneness? And as you reconnect with this concept of oneness, meaning with all things, with all of life, there's a question I invite you to take into your week and beyond. And we have a slide for it. How can I create good with all in mind, with all of creation? How can I create good with all in mind? And we're just going to take that question right into this completing prayer. I know that there is one life, one power, one infinite presence that is in and through and as all things, all beings, all places, all animals, all insects, all people. And that it is the good, that it invites each expression of life into the growth of good, the expansion of good, the sharing of good of every nature. And from this space, I simply affirm that every beloved who brought something in their heart into this space this day, that it is being met with a yes from the divine mind, from the infinite universe. That everything that is wounded is being healed. That everything that is injured is being healed. That everything that feels lacking is being filled. That the good grows and grows simply because we are each a yes. How good it is to be open at the top. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for every healing, every opening, every prosperity, every fresh breath, knowing that it serves all of creation. And I call it all good, as we say, and so it is.
All of creation is a celebration. Oh, the co-creation. Everything, everything. every plant and every person is part of the one. Oh, oh, all of creation. Oh, oh, is a celebration. Oh, 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 the co-creation. Oh, everything, everything. All the wisdom of the ancients in every story ever told says every tribe and every nation is part of the whole. We are each of us made of it, because there is nothing else. We all live and move as spirit. We are the thing itself. Oh, oh, all of creation. Oh, oh, is a celebration. Oh, 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 the co-creation. Oh, everything, everything. That's Frank Smith and Jack Solid, everybody. Oh, oh, all of creation. Oh, oh, is a celebration. Oh, 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 the co-creation. Oh, everything, everything. Oh, oh, all of creation. Oh, oh, is a celebration. Oh, 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 the co-creation. Oh, everything, everything.
And for those wondering, yes, Mark did write that for this message. Some might call the care of the earth and all of its inhabitants stewardship. We certainly would. We talk about stewardship as caring for that which you find important. And one of the things I personally find important is New Vision Center, that it's here, that it was here 18 years ago when I came in crying and feeling broken. And that it's here 18 years from now for the next young woman or man or family that needs a spiritual home. And the way we do that is that we contribute what we can, be it financial giving, prayerfulness, high consciousness, or service. And so this is our opportunity to contemplate that. And if it's your day to contribute financially, to hold that gift or your high intention or your prayer to your heart, and join me in this repetition. This gift I give is love in action. I give it in joy. I know that I am blessed. And so I gratefully give. We have containers up here at the front, and when I'm finished with the blessing, you're invited to come on up and put your financial gift, your tither card, your prayers, your good juju, as I like to call it, whatever is yours to give this day, into the containers. and join me in this blessing as I speak a word of praise and joy over every gift and every giver, over every prayer and every penny, knowing that all of it supports and sustains New Vision Center and then ripples out as lives expanded, as outreach organizations supported, as joy, as love, as good. So grateful I am as we call it all good and say, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And don't we just want to shout that from the rooftops? Oh, my heart is full. Let's acknowledge our amazing divine groove. We have Vic Cotton on the bass, Fred Alwick on the drums, Jack Saba on the guitar, Jackie Lee on the piano and her beautiful vocals, and our music director, Frank Smith, on the saxophone. And let's hear it one more time for Mark Arnold. Thank you for sharing your creativity. And I feel so amazingly supported by the way Reverend Lezli opened us up for the annual theme. So thank you so much. I'm going to have to practice to easily say the name of the tribe as she does. I'll practice this week, I'll promise. Well, just as we, in a moment, we're going to invite our youth and family to come in and our practitioners and ministers to come to the platform. But I did want to let everybody know who's newer to New Vision Center, hasn't been here in a while, has questions. We have a lot of things going on. We have our luncheon with the ministers today. So I will be in the social hall. There are a couple of tables set up. We're going to just break bread together, and you can ask me any questions you might have, and I'm really interested in getting to know each one of you. So that's happening right after service. So let's bring in our kids, practitioners, and ministers. Join me on the platform.
Good morning. So our affirmation today is, I am excited for all the new things that I will learn this year. The kids made intention stars, so we talked about the different things that we can't do yet, but we're going to practice and work on that this year. And we also read this book, The Magical Yet. Did you know that the word yet is really a powerful, magical word? So with the magical yet, we know that we can do all the things that we can't do today. And with yet's magic, we can begin to see ourselves going beyond where we have been. And then the great news is that yet always grows with us. So it's always with me, it's always with Reverend Karen, with our children. It's just a powerful word. So Addie is going to start off our prayer.
God is within the magical yet. I am made of God. I know in the magical yet I can do anything. I am grateful for the ability to do anything and put my mind to. We release this prayer, and so it is.
So it is. So wonderful. And now we are going to go ahead and complete our service with our final benediction, and then we're going to sing a song. So please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. I claim it. I am it. Thank you, life. And so it is.
I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. I am alive. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. This is the place. This is the place. This is the time. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I see the joy. I see the joy. I see the joy. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. I see the joy. I see the joy. I see the joy. I see the joy. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. This is the place. This is the place. This is the time. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. I'm living love every day. Living love every way. I'm living love every day. 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 Spreading peace along the way. Spreading peace along the way. Right time. Right time. Right place. Right place. Living love every day. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. We are the light. In this world. In this world. In this world. In this world. This is the place. This is the place. This is the time. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the place. This is the time. This is the time. Let it shine. Let it shine. This is the place. This is the place. This is the time. This is the time. Let it shine. Let